So I'm doing a video on the SCA. I'm not really going to talk much about it because I don't know that much about it. I'm just learning. I met these two awesome people. Their names are Devin and Dana, and they run their own house in the SCA here in California, or in San Diego. I think our kingdom's called Califia or CAID or something. I can't pronounce it, so I'm totally gonna screw it up. And probably once I learn more and learn how to actually pronounce the names, I'll make a much better video. But it's starting to become something that's like I'm really interested in and I want to learn more about. So I thought I'd make a video about it. Um, Dana does Viking. Well, she sews really well, and she does Viking period style clothing that I think that she's into. And then she's making me some garb too, so I'm like pretty excited about that. I'm gonna be a Viking, and it's uber comfortable clothing too, so I'm not gonna be all like squished together and unable to breathe at war or like other events, even though it looks pretty cool, but not very comfortable. And so there's a couple events coming up. I know there's Crown Tourney. I think that's in March, and I think that's where we choose a new king and queen or something. And my other friend, his name's Thomas. He goes by Fergus. Is in the estate. He invited me or sent me an invite to some sort of ball. So there's all these events going on, and I'm like really interested in going to them. But right now I have the classes that I'm gonna be teaching coming up, along with regular school, my work. So I don't think I can make all of them. Plus my garb's not done yet, so can't do those events quite yet. But in May on Memorial Day weekend, there's going to be a Pro-Trero War, and I keep hearing all these awesome things about it, so I'm like super excited about it. I need to start saving money soon because I just paid for textbooks, so I'm uber broke. So maybe after this paycheck, I can actually save money. And it sounds awesome. Like I love camping, but I don't think this is going to be the same type of camping that I've done before. But the house, I don't know if I'm an official member or something yet, because I've only been to one meeting, so I think I have to, it's in my best interest to actually pay to become a member of the SCA, and maybe get, I think there's a guidebook that my other friend was telling me about, and there's some other things that I should be doing research on before I really try and devote myself to this. But I joined, or I'm trying to join, a pirate household, and they're they're really interesting and awesome people. The first meeting I went to was very enlightening and also a lot of fun. I'm kind of an observer though, so I was pretty quiet. So I don't think they thought I fit in or anything, but I'll prove them wrong eventually. Um, yeah, and it just made me like want to get into it even more, to realize that there's all these awesome people. And then thinking about the SC, I'm a history nerd, and it's hard to find people that are history nerds at my age that I can get along with. So I'm hoping that well, it doesn't matter about age, so um, that I can be nerdy with in the SCA. And I also want to learn more about different time periods. I'm really into the Renaissance, and especially the Protestant Reformation, because I'm a religious studies major, and how Christianity broke apart is really interesting to me for some reason. Being a pagan and I'm obsessed with Christianity doesn't make sense, right? Um, and then I'm also a Tudor nerd, Tudor history. I love my Tudor history. The Tudor show, I remember when it came on, I sat there the first season with my mom and just tore it apart, saying like, Anne Boleyn's not supposed to have these colored eyes, she's supposed to be darker, she's supposed to be smaller, and Henry VIII doesn't have red hair, and this doesn't have this, and like from all the portraits I've been studying and like the different history, and basically the first season was just like naked ladies. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I was looking for the history. The second season was better though. Um, but back in the SCA, this is just going to be a short video, just to show how excited I am about joining and what it's going to teach me. I'm going to try and see if there's some good Viking history books that I should get. I'm trying to find somebody else who's really into the history. I wonder if I should attempt to contact somebody from the Viking, I don't know if it's not a club, but the Viking house, I think it's pronounced Drafn, Drafn, and see what they suggest. And then, because I want to get into the history before I get into more into like how they create their garb and everything, because I know Dana really knows a lot about that, so I can probably learn that from her. But I like the history part first, and then secondary is how to actually do everything, so I can connect it to different things that I've already learned. And yeah, I'm super excited. And the pirate household, I think they're called Raven's Call, but I keep getting everything mixed up because I've heard of things like Raven's Flight and Raven's Loft. I think that was Stephanie and Raven Gramasi's old store. I think Raven's Flight is another store that was up north in or in like a different part of Southern California. And I've heard things about this house's they make a special drink called Raven's Blood that I heard is really popular, and I don't really drink at all. I mean, even social situations I don't really drink. I think I drank at a goth club recently that I went to, and that was like the first time in like a really, really long time, and I needed it to be able to break out of my shell because I was very stiff and had a bunch of friends there that I was just didn't really know how to act or react. So the drinks helped loosen that. It had some Jaeger shots that were absolutely disgusting, but they helped. But with the Raven's Blood, it sounds pretty good, so I might try that. Um, and I know, oh God, I totally lost my train of thought. But I know, but from what everybody's saying, I guess I'm hoping that we're going to be a pretty popular group because I heard that from a friend that I grew up with that I just saw at my work the other day. His girlfriend's part of another kind of pirate-like sort of household in the SCA, and she says that they're pretty well known. And I'm like, yeah, we're gonna trump your pirate house and make ours better. No, I'm just kidding. But I guess we're trying to make the group. I'm gonna say our now because I want to be part of it. So I'm gonna be part of it soon. Um, is getting well known for the Raven's Blood, and I know we're going to be giving a gift or something to the new king and queen, or we're trying to get together to work on something. So I really want to be part of that, and I really want to help because I want to be strong in this from the beginning. You know, and when I go into something, I like to put my all into it. I like to be involved. I don't like to just sit and watch. So yeah, I think there's a guidebook too. I should get about the SCA and some other research I should be doing. But I want to make this video to show how excited I am because I know some of my friends in the SCA and the household that I'm joining or want to join might see this. So I want them to know that I'm excited even though I don't really show it well when I'm in person. Um, and yeah, I get to be extra nerdy and it's awesome. I get to be myself and have fun and learn different things. So I've heard about the SCA for the last couple of years, but I haven't really um, devoted myself to trying to join it. And I'm waiting for my mother to leave. Sorry. And she's taking a really long time. The linen closet's in my bedroom. So, and it's embarrassing to try and make a video in front of her for whatever reason that is. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I keep saying that at the end of every video. I should try and think of something else. And so I'm going to sign out now. Thank you.